successful dealing with this noise level. Look at this crowd.
Indeed. The key for them is to adapt, compose themselves quickly. Communication is key.
And here comes our gracious host, storming onto the home turf. The energy is electric.
Wow, it's an incredible atmosphere. They've been gearing up for this, and it shows in their swagger.
We now go to the coin toss. A couple of these guys might know each other.
The away team wins the toss.
They decide to go for an onside kick. And here we go.
To the 50. Oh, he put some moves on display. The 40, 30, 20. That's right. He got it and was gone. Great return.
Woo! They look to go for one. The kick is up. And they add the extra point. So, after that score, they will kick it off. Here we go. And we're off.
He put some power into that one.
That's a return.
He's left that defender dizzy.
Caught and dropped. Pass time. Hunting for an opening. He's throwing that ball. A good reception there.
That's progress. Coach, you might want to take notes. Looks like they're rewriting the playbook.
Oh, yes. A new set of downs now. He's watching. Swatted that one.
That won't help this drive much.
Pass tipped by number 28. Number 96 with the tackle.
Ready for a second down.
Second down.
He looks for the perfect time to throw. Throwing.
Number
No
53
dice.
with the sack on the play. Incomplete pass.
Third down.
Third down.
Throwing. He makes the catch.
Great concentration, great execution. You can't ask for more.
I think so, yes. A laser-like pass. Cuts through the defense, securing the first down with ease. They're knocking on the door with a first and goal.
They want that payday.
Defense sees something. Audibles.
That defensive line's playing like they've got a personal vendetta against happiness.
Second and goal.
They have to punch it in.
Second down.
Ready. A thunderous hit.
Coach needs to lecture that line or this will keep happening.
That will bring us to third down. Number 43 with the tackle.
The pressure mounts with 3rd and goal.
Got a score here.
And 10 yards to go.
3rd down.
They have 4 on the defensive line. He throws.
Needs just a touch more accuracy. Well, last minute or so of this quarter.
A high-stakes play with 4th and goal.
They want that pay dirt.
Bold move going for it on 4th down. Making some changes. He throws.
Yep, they get the turnover. Talk about a plot twist. He jumped the route and snagged an interception.
Touchdown.
They line up now for the point after. He kicks. They tack on the extra point. So, after that score, they will kick it off. Here we go. He nailed that kick.
Whoa, he put some power into that one.
Returning the kick. Jukes the defender.
Ouch! 54 on the defense.
He tucks and he goes. The defender was in the right place. Stopped. We're now at 2nd down.
Second down.
He hikes the ball. The pocket's collapsing.
He was looking for a way out of that one, but all he found was defense.
They've got to convert here. 3rd down. He tucks it and runs. Boom! With sheer determination, he powers through to a first down. What a remarkable effort. So, 1st down. Hikes the ball. He tucks and he goes. It appears good enough for a first down.
35.
We're at the end of the quarter.
End of the first quarter.
It's 1st down and 10 to go.
First down.
They're putting 3 on the line to counter this offense.
1 yard.
Brought down decisively.
short by number 7.
We're ready for a second down.
Second down.
Hey, go. Watch your side. Right there. Pass. Come on.
There he goes.
Bam!
Number 7.
They
with the tackle.
needed that. A good chunk play.
That's
First
true.
down.
A new set of downs now. He reads what the defense is showing him.
Incomplete
no
pass
dice.
by QB number 42.
Second down now. They line up.
Second down.
Ready.
He's looking for someone that's open. Throwing. Touchdown. Amazing pass.
Touchdown.
Wow, great
Number
throw by
11.
the QB.
How about that?
Looking for a two-point conversion. He came down with it.
Good control. Good hands.
They wanted 2 points, but they won't get them.
On the defense.
Stop short. Quickly stop. They
100
decide to go for an
yards
onside
on the
kick.
run.
After that score, we are ready to kick off.
Ouch.
Number
That's a
13,
textbook
tackled by
tackle
number
there.
7.
Closing in on the end of the half. 2 minutes to go.
Here we go. 13. Ready.
He sees something.
Five.
3
Stop.
yards gained on the run. Stopped short by number 36. That's 1 tackle for him today.
They're lining up for a second down.
Second down.
Ready. Set. Up.
Here's the snap. Looks like a handoff.
3 yards
quickly.
gained on the run.
They'd like to convert here on a third down.
Tackle third down.
Handoff on the play. He's down.
Yards
Dodging
gained on the
tackles.
run.
He sprints for the easy first
First
down.
down.
Okay, getting ready for a first down. Looking for holes. Defense switches things up.
39 Alpha.
He is changing something. Snapping the ball. As time. Hunting for an opening. The defense is giving him no time to breathe. Throws a long pass downfield. What a beautiful throw.
Tackle made
That
by
play
number
was awesome.
32 on the
I think we'll see
defense.
more of that. Very, very good timing. You just can't let that happen on defense.
It's first and goal. A prime
First
opportunity to score.
They're too close to not score here.
They have 4 on the defensive line. Looks like a handoff.
Yard touchdown. By
Touchdown.
number 21.
Ouch! So much for the wall.
They line up now for the point after. The kick is up. The
They make
extra
the extra
point
point.
is good. After that score, we are set to kick off. Excellent kick. He decides to return.
He's down
with the tackle.
Get ready.
He's searching for his target. The quarterback is being pressured. No catch.
With the sack on the play. Incomplete pass by QB number 42.
Second down now. They line up.
Second down.
Stand. Go. Hold your down.
Throwing. Incomplete pass. Timeout call.
Called by the offense.
Third down and 10 to go.
Third down.
Here we go. Go.
He's on the move. With sheer
7.
determination, he powers through to a first down.
Timeout.
What
Called by
a
the
remarkable
offense.
effort. They call a timeout. So, first down.
First down.
Look good. Hey. Watch that down.
And he throws.
That was a
What precision. The ball finds its mark. And it's another first down secure. The offense wants to look things over.
37. Timeout. Called by the offense.
First down now.
First down.
Black 6-3.
Throws the ball.
Incomplete pass.
brother, he can catch better than that.
That brings us to the end of the half. The
We
score
enter the
is
locker room
20,
as the first
6,
half comes to a
awaiting
close.
21.
Where's that buffet? I need that key lime pie.
Time to kick off the second half. Here we go. That's placed well. He wants to return it.
Number 7. Tackled by number 54.
Throwing. Not
Incomplete
quite on
pass.
target. It's second down and 10
Second
yards
down.
to go.
Ready. Set.
Takes the snap. And he throws.
Good play on the ball there.
The pass is not caught.
On the defense.
It's third down, 10 to go.
Third down.
3, 0, 1, set. Cut. Come on. Watch your side. He's right there. Get down.
He's being forced to make a quick decision.
By number 78 on the defense.
And nowhere. Nothing. That could have been better. At least it's not a loss.
Okay, so the offense decides to go for it on fourth down. The play clock is counting down.
Snap or call timeout. Make up your mind.
No conversion. Fail. Turnover on downs.
Ready, set, hike.
Making some changes. He looks for the perfect time to throw. The pocket's collapsing. Complete and steps out.
On the play.
They're lining up for a second down now, and a few yards to go.
Second down.
Here we go. 13. Ready.
He hands it off. A thunderous
Number
hit.
22 with a
They might convert
0-yard
here on
loss
third
on the
down.
run. Third down.
Ready, set, hike.
Right up against it the last minute of this quarter.
Making some changes.
Come on, guys. Let's see some hustle.
Stopped short by number 99. That's one tackle for him today.
The offense takes a big risk, going for it on fourth down. He's on the move. Touchdown! He found a hole and took advantage. Great run.
They allow one more touchdown, they'll be in serious danger of this getting out of hand.
And now the extra point. Here's the kick. And they add the extra point. After that score, we are set to kick off. The play clock is winding down.
Wake up, guys. We're playing a football game here.
Yep, he's got a leg. That's a return. He got his bell rung on that one. He dropped it.
Fumbled it on the dance floor, and he scooped it up for a chance to
recover by number 10
Yes.
on the defensive team.
Time for the PAT. Here's the kick. And they add the extra point. After that score, we are ready to kick off. He nailed it.
Tackle made by number 24 on the defense.
He gets the snap.
Watch his back.
Throws the ball. He tipped it.
That won't help this drive much.
On the play.
Fourth quarter
End of
coming
the
up.
third quarter.
It's second down.
Second down.
They're putting 3 on the line to counter this offense.
He was looking for a way out of that one. All he found was defense.
He's sacked.
Ouch.
They'd like to convert here on a third down.
Third down.
Snapping the ball. He's feeling the heat. Throwing.
Good thing he was in the right place. The defensive line's playing like they've got a personal vendetta against happiness.
Fourth down.
Okay.
Here we go.
So the offense decides to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap.
And down goes the
Safety. Turnover on downs.
Defense.
Ready for the onside kick. They have their hands team on the field. He decides to return.
Number
They stop
7
his progress.
with the tackle.
They
Gained
stop.
on the run. Stopped short by
We got
number
about 2
32.
minutes left
Four
until
tackles
this
for him.
is in the books.
Lining up for a second down now.
Second down.
Here's the snap. Throws downfield. Trucked. He breaks a tackle. An exciting run. He found his way through the defense for a first down.
Yeah. Yards gained on the run by number 21.
So, first down. 10 to go.
First down.
Handoff on the play.
2
Stopped
yards
quickly.
gained on the run. Number 55 with the tackle.
It's second down.
Second down.
Ready. Check the linebacker. Push him, push him. Cover him, cover him.
He's feeling the heat.
Guys, we want positive, not negative. Blocking needs improvement.
Sacked, and he goes down.
Nope, not good, nor graceful.
They've got to convert here. Third down.
Third down.
He is changing something. The play clock is counting down.
We got football time. Snap it. Handoff. Yeah, he definitely wanted more on that one. He's frustrated.
Fourth down.
The punt unit comes on. He's ready to send it downfield. He punts. Brought down decisively.
Number 24.
And that's the game.
The final score
That does it for us.
home team
Thank you for
6,
joining.
away team
That one was a
7.
real blast. Till next time.
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat, please. How the mic sound is. You'll have to turn down the audio in the back. Just let me know. Alright, we're back. Gonna jump into another online game. I turned down the master volume when it backs out. I don't know how loud it was, or how loud it sounded in comparison to my actual mic. But if you guys have any thoughts or want me to talk about this game, let me know as well. I'm not finished actually creating my team in this game. You know, I just want to get some online gameplays. I got my uniforms and stuff done, but terms of like team name and all that other stuff. I have not yet done it yet. Oh, well, actually, I'm the home team, so we'll wear. Probably should make a white for the homes as well for situations like this, because you actually have to like go into your uniform menu to switch to your aways. I think it just picks whatever you wore last. Like that's why mine originally was white. It says you guys gonna for the return.
Any day is a good day for football. Time to flip a coin and choose possession.
2K. You weren't a fan of 2K25 this year, Irma?
Lining up for the kick.
I know there was a lot of people who did not enjoy the game.
He's got a leg. That's a return. That's a touchback.
I don't disagree with that. They stop his progress.
Yeah, I think both games, NCAA or college and Madden. Yeah, they did step it up this year. I agree. I feel like they also had to. There was definitely college 25 was good. I was not a man. I was not a fan of Madden 25. I don't know. It played a lot different from how the beta played. Because I was able to play the beta last year. I didn't get any beta codes this year, but from the beta to how the game was after like the first patch, it was two completely different games. It was pretty actually crazy. But what a lot of people don't know, if you haven't been in the beta testing, the people who actually go in and do the testing, they how do I want to say it? I don't know if everyone is there to make the game better. I'll say a lot of people like go into the testing and they're just trying to play the new game versus actually go in there and look for bugs and stuff like that. So I think that was, I probably should have declined that. I don't know why I did that. Not paying attention, that's why. But I feel like a lot of people, they don't have their best interest when it comes to beta testing, I'll say. And I think that was something that really hurt the game last year. Because I'll just say, like, the way that the game came out and the way the beta game was two completely, totally different games. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I was 50-50 on 2K this year. I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people are claiming it to be. I do understand the frustration definitely with 2K25, but I don't know, I thought it was a pretty solid game overall. I think it depends also on what game mode you play in 2K, so I'm not sure what's your main game mode for 2K, but I think that plays a factor on how well you do and do not enjoy the experience, I'll say. And experimental year in terms of what?
Yep, he's got a leg.
What a booming kick.
That's a return.
What an epic
juke. Well, this guy, whoever number 18 is a pretty good player on this team. Yeah, I agree with the true next gen experience. I know even though the people may not think that when a game is on the last gen, I still think it does take away from resources that could be put into the new game. So.
They get the turnover.
Going the other way. Pick.
But at the same time, they do still make money off PS4, Xbox One too. So that's one of the many reasons why they probably continue to put it up. I'm not sure why this guy just keeps giving me
Looking for a man.
this.
That won't help this drive
Ah,
much.
you gotta get it there.
Second down.
Oh, okay. That's something different. The W. I think that they, for 2K, I think they can expand more on that as well.
Making some changes.
Maybe get some, I'm not sure why they didn't, like, add in something like ranked online for the W. I thought that that would have been something like that they would have done.
Third down.
Well, last minute or so of this quarter.
Defense puts 3 up front.
Let's see. Oh,
He catches it. Caught, and he goes out of bounds. Wait and steps out. Caught. What steps out?
yeah.
What steps out? Caught, and he
That's
goes
true.
out of bounds. Complete and steps out.
I also think the Madden team, even though it's pretty much the same team now, they knew that they had to step it up. Madden, it's been like kind of
Was in the right place.
like mediocre. I feel the last few years, it hasn't really maxed out its full potential, and there's been a lot of I'll say issues in the game that's been carrying over from year to year, and I feel like a lot of those issues were able to be addressed this year, just from what's been put in the blogs and stuff like that. We'll see how it's executed, how the execution looks, but overall, I think Madden definitely looks very promising this year. Same thing with NCAA or college football.
Second down.
Audibles.
I feel like he's just giving me one-on-ones and the outside run. Just got to get out there.
That
Go,
guy
go,
had
go.
no chance.
He was gonna run him over.
Tackle there.
34.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I honestly don't. I should have double looked at this. I honestly don't play the WBA side of it too much, but yes, I didn't know that. But I do think that they even with all that being said, I think they need to expand a little bit more on the WNBA and just my career, my player. That whole system, I feel like that needs to be completely overhauled. So. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 20 actually next gen for 21 wasn't too bad playing it. I thought that one was actually pretty good. I was not a fan of 22. 23 at the beginning of the year, I think was pretty solid. Really, I think for the most part, the beginning of the year, all the Maddens are pretty good. It just really after that first patch and when people start complaining about stuff, it's when I feel the game starts to go downhill. I feel that way for a lot of games. I felt that way about 2K last year too. Like I feel the gaming companies, they revert back to, previous, like how the game played the previous year, to accommodate the people who complain about the new chances that they bring every single year.
On the defense.
Oh yeah, I agree. When I saw that initial pick of Jaden Daniels, I agree with that 100%.
He's throwing. Great catch.
Ooh,
Nice grab.
A precise pass to the receiver. And that's a first down. What a great play and good result.
you have to. I haven't really looked into the deep details of it, but yeah, man. In terms of mainly the gameplay and stuff and what they are implementing, I think all of it's real good, man. Especially with sports games, I feel like if they mainly focus on the actual sport and bringing the fundamentals into the game and cleaning up the gameplay and stuff versus like the gimmicky stuff that doesn't usually last too long on a year-to-year basis, I feel like they would be solid with all the games. This is like the first year I feel Madden is like put an emphasis on the actual sport. And same thing with NCAA. It may not, you may not be like, you know, the most sexiest stuff like how X Factors and stuff like that, you know, when that stuff's put into the game, but I don't, it's a year-to-year title. It's a sports title. It's only so much that you can put into the game. It's like about time, like they start implementing football stuff into the game, the actual sport.
Second down now. They line up.
Second down.
He gets the snap.
Come on, guys. Let's see some hustle.
Stop short by number 24. That's 2 tackles for him.
So when you played Madden, and when you play, do you mostly play offline or online? Just out of curiosity. He's open.
Amazing pass. Wow.
Yeah, as it should be. Like I feel that X Factor stuff, and it shouldn't have that much of an effect on the game. I do like that. I think I was reading that a lot of the guarantees are gone out of the game, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Like it was like that stuff. I think was okay for the PS4 versions of the game. It's just how the game flowed and played overall. But yeah, that stuff has no business in the game.
He's throwing.
He was looking for a way out of that one.
Like throwing passes, if you have the X Factor that can't be intercepted, like stuff like that. Literally makes no sense. So, cleaning that up and tuning it up. Yeah, I think the weapon system was. I remember that from '08. That was pretty good. Like I understand like the point of bringing like all this stuff in badges for 2K or the weapon system and X Factors is to differentiate players, but I feel at times not so much with the weapon system. I feel like how do I want to say, like a lot of that stuff that they bring in like kind of makes the players too powerful compared to other players that are on the field or on the field or that are on the court for 2K. Like I don't know, I do like you know the badge system and all that stuff, but I don't know. I still do think that it can be cleaned up. I'll say for all the games. But yeah, the overall concept of it does make sense. Like I will say that. Hold on, my chat just messed up on my phone too.
I'm Garrett Fertig and I'm joined by Dan. Here's the coin toss.
I'm about to see what you said.
Wins the toss.
Lining up for the kick.
Let's see, 1 second. Hold on. The heck happened here? There we go. There we go.
They better keep an eye on the play clock.
We got football time. Snap it.
Excellent kick.
What a booming kick.
He's going to return it. Brought down decisively.
On the defense.
Well, yeah, I will say the offline experience is a lot different than the online experience for sure. For sure. I can't really respond back to anything just yet, but I will get back to you in just a second. I'm on.
Takes the snap. Handoff.
But yeah, even stuff like I think I did see you mention trust with like Lamar Jackson, like you know players. Like I don't know, I just feel like with that stuff and with Madden, it was just either all the way one way or all the way the other way. Like
They have 4 on the defensive line.
they would have something like trust where it would stop a player from fumbling, but then on the other hand, it felt like at times if you blew on a quarterback who didn't have that ability, they would fumble. So it's like, you know, which one do you want? Like, yeah, there's quarterbacks who are scramblers and run the ball, and they don't fumble just by, getting hit. So they have to find. I don't know what to see this year, but they had to find a balance between stuff like that.
It's second down and a handful to go. Looking for holes.
Offline, you can like change stuff about the player, like in terms of like the ratings and stuff to clean some of that up. But online, that was like a big thing. I was waiting too long. As soon as I seen him step up, I should have threw it to him. Let's see. Let's go for mainly in this game too. Actually.
Third down, feeling the pressure.
Right, I noticed that as well. Yeah, I think to be honest, that's just the beginning of it. I think they're gonna start with the quarterback because obviously it's the one position that you're going to notice it the most. But I think it's going to go to receivers, running backs, defensive backs for the future. I think getting that authenticity for each position and player in the game is the route that the EA football games are going, and which is good. Every player on the field, plays a little differently. So we want to see that reflected in the games, especially when we're talking about next gen and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that you're just going to see more and more of that with these games, the more signature animations, because and that makes sense, with Scott OG coming from 2K. That was something that, even though back then when he was with 2K, it was like good for a lot of the star players and stuff like that. Some of the lesser known players didn't have their jump shots and stuff, but I think that's why 2K started to implement pro play. Even though I know some people aren't the biggest fan of pro play, but that's really what it's for, and I think that's what OG is bringing to these sports titles. Obviously, you're not going to have signature animations when it comes to the college football, but with Madden, they can definitely get that stuff. And I think with college football, they're going to probably mostly focus on the different styles of players, like, a physical receiver versus a speedy receiver. Same thing, a power back versus a speedy back, and getting those animations down, which is, in the stances and all that stuff down, which is important. All right, let's pump this back up, finally. Create our own cleats. I think that would be something interesting to put into the game. I don't know if the NFL would give the nod to that or okay that, but I do think that would be something cool to be added into the game. Probably more, you probably will see that more in college football. What's going on, General?
Second down. Looking to hold with 4 on the defensive line. The play clock is counting down.
Snap or call timeout.
Oh, a lot of tip catches I'm seeing. Oh yeah, to create run animation, I think that'd be pretty cool. They were able to blend, certain throw emotions and stuff like that. I think that would be something that could be done for the future. I think that would be something that would be cool that they can add into the game for sure.
It's third down.
I think that'll be. I don't know how far until they would start to try to add stuff like that. I think they'll probably mainly try to focus on every position first before. Sports Network, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Definitely, it's been a while.
Great catch! Wow, maybe he he should take some reps on offense?
Yeah, that's what's up. Giving us options. That's all. I mean, I think that's all. You know, as gamers, what we want. We just want options, and want players to look and feel different, like they and to feel like they're themselves.
He came down with it.
Hey, good grab.
The defender. That's a first
Let's see
down.
what else.
The drive stays alive. We're at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I am. Sports Network for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Before I was on the fence before because I was upset with Madden 25. I wasn't a huge fan of that game, like I stated earlier before you got in here, and 25 for college football, it was solid. So I was thinking in my head like, what can they add to 26 that will be like worth the purchase? But I'm actually pretty, surprised with everything that they're able to get into both games this year. So I'm kind of interested to see how stuff like weather is gonna affect the gameplay. One thing that's interesting to me about that though is there's a lot of people who are complaining and talking about the weather and stuff like that, and they're not even gonna barely be playing with the weather, like whether they're like an online player or they play Ultimate Team, So what's the point of talking down on it if they're not going to use it? And at the same time, there's a slider that can, where you can determine how much weather you want to affect the gameplay and stuff. So it's a lot of stuff is just kind of strange to me. I guess it's gonna depend on what team and what division you're playing in. But it's when it comes to snow and rain. Alright, the team you choose to play with this year. Right, I agree. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I don't know. I think that they have this strange way the way that they view gaming just in general. I won't speak on them too much, but the people who are like, this stuff should have been in years ago, or it's I mean, in a sense, yeah, they're right, I guess you can say, but it's in now, so it's like, gotta be happy with that. Yeah, I agree. And for the most part, I've enjoyed the Maddens. They have had their things about them where I didn't like. Well, you're gonna get snow with both of those teams for sure. It's New York. Being from New York, we get snow every single year. Okay, this might be a guy who's pretty decent. I don't know, he just did his thing. But yeah, but like I was saying, overall, I do enjoy Madden on a year-to-year basis. I just think that for me, when it comes to it, there's just certain aspects of the game that I feel like that could be cleaned up upon that would make the game that much better. And one of those things, like I was touching on before, was the X Factors and Superstars. I feel like if you were not an X Factor or Superstar player, they wouldn't play up to the par like they're supposed to. Like, I feel like they didn't play like an NFL athlete. They played more. They didn't play the way they were supposed to. Mostly defensive backs is like when I think about like safeties and stuff. If you didn't have like if you didn't have a star and X Factor ability, they just don't play aggressively. They just didn't play the way they're supposed to. And I should preference this by saying I'm mostly talking about online gameplay. Why did we build a Jet Stadium? Why would you, you know, that's one of the things about playing in New York, though, that could go to your favor. If you're playing with the Jets, when Miami comes here, with all their speed, they're not going to be able to, you know, move the way that they move playing in the snow. So, yeah, I would think twice about building a dome in New York.
The extra point is good.
I think with playing in the elements, you just have to, you have to tune your gameplay a little bit. It looks like.
After that score,
Again, we have to see this in action. So.
Yep, he's got a leg.
What a booming kick.
That's a return.
But, uh-oh.
Tackle
The
made
defender read that play and made a solid tackle.
But if you didn't want to deal with the elements, I can understand for sure. I can understand the dome in New York. But when you're building that dome, you definitely have to also think about that is one of the advantages of playing in New York. The snow and, you know, your team getting accustomed to that.
second down.
Here we go.
That's a loss.
Oh, Coach Lecture coming.
Number 53.
I encourage competition. Yeah, I agree with that. For sure.
Down.
In terms of you know, with NCAA coming back and
Throws downfield.
that
Secures the ball.
making the Madden team, or you know, I don't even know if it was so much NCAA being
You saw that.
a good game, because I think that they expected that. It's the first year coming back after years, so I don't think it was so much NCAA or college football being a good game. I think that was expected. I think this more comes from
Thunderous hit.
I think it more comes from them. I would say the licensing. I would say more of the licensing. If it was between NCAA being a good game and the licensing being, I would lean more toward the licensing for sure. Or
They have 4 on the defensive line.
I think they just okay, this guy's a running guy. So this guy's played a little bit. You can tell by
And sprints for a first
who you're
down.
playing, how much they have played this game and stuff. So this guy's alright. He's played a little bit.
Okay, getting ready for a first down.
First down.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that either.
He tucks it and runs. Juke.
It's a good play.
Good run for a touchdown. He broke the
Yeah, I
play.
definitely wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah. But it did become a time when college football was the preferred game, I think, for many. I do think Madden was always played more. Well, I think the people who played both preferred college over the college game over Madden. Yeah.
Here's the kick. Nope. No extra point.
That's there. I don't know. I think there may be some validity to that. Sports, for sure. I definitely think there may be some validity to that.
We are ready to kick off.
Because just all of a sudden, you know, from 22 to 23
Is placed well. He catches
to 24 to 25, there was not as many things that were added into the game that I think people were asking for. You know, I know specifically, I know for the offline gamer, the play calling has been atrocious for years, where the offense, your CPU offense, they would just call pass plays. It was like a 70-30 for some teams, depending on the playbook. Like that stuff could have been addressed, you know, with a patch, I feel.
The defender was in the right place.
Yeah, I agree. College football is definitely elevated. He's elevated what I elevated Madden, I think for sure. I do think that too.
They're lining up for a second down.
Second down.
And another reason why it's good that it's back, I feel like a lot of things that
Takes the snap. Looks like a
Madden wants to implement, I think that it can be tested out in the college game just to see like wear and tear, for example. Like where like I knew from playing college 25 that wear and tear was going to be in Madden 26 and it was going to be presented better than it was in college football. So that's an example of that. But with college, without college football, they would have had to just present wear and tear in the game.
So, first down.
So yeah, it's definitely some benefits to
Getting close to the end of the half. We got
having
2
college
minutes.
football. Let's see.
First down.
Dang, this guy is. 1 second. Let's go. Here's 2 over the top. We're still gonna run
Making
this.
some changes.
I didn't want to go pitch. I'm gonna go dive. Strong dive.
Hands off to the runner.
Jeez.
Yards gained on the run by number 26. Number 26. Tackled by number
Second down.
53.
Right, sports. Yeah, me and Armand was just talking about that too.
On the defensive line.
Yeah, that's gonna help tremendously with them being able to primarily focus. Even though the PS4 versions, they didn't put much effort into those, but I still think that the fact that they had to do anything for that game is still taking away time from the next gen.
It's first down. 10 to go.
Get in there, man. Get in there.
A touchdown.
Yeah. That's what it- Yeah. A lot of people enjoyed. I think that they saw how many more people enjoyed college football than Madden. That they had to gear a lot of what was in college football into Madden this year.
Take on the extra point.
Like, so I think it was strategic. I think the college football 25 and Madden 25 was strategic for this year. They intentionally left stuff out of Madden 25 for college 25 for so it can have its. It was this year. It's its first year back. Even college, I think that they left a lot of things out that they could have added in for 25. I think the main thing for them was to create a good game base, that people are going to like, enjoy, which I think that a lot of people did both like and enjoy college football this year. I know I did. I played it a lot more than I played Madden, for sure. So I think it was a good rollout for the game. And they, of course, did again. They left a lot of stuff out, but I think that was all right.
He tucks it and
Oh.
runs. What a juke.
Trouble. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
First down now.
I think they just had to figure out what they wanted to do in terms of the college game. I think that was the main reason why they sat out for PS4, the PS4 era.
The loose ball. Throwing. He catches it.
Nice catch on that.
They didn't. I don't think that they know. I don't think that if the college team or what they were going to do with the game. I don't think that they knew after everything happened with the lawsuits and stuff.
What a great
So.
play and good result. First down now.
First down.
pocket's
There we go.
Coach needs to lecture that line. This will keep happening.
sacked, and he goes down.
I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The offense wants to look
Right,
things over.
exactly. I feel like it should have always been like that. Like, it should have always been like that to where the dev teams are working together. Because obviously, football is still football. There's definitely aspects in both the pro game and the college game that's different, but the core gameplay should be the same. And I'm happy that they didn't take a lot from what they were doing in Madden and they built off of the college game. I think that was very important for them to do.
Play clock is winding down.
Hey, guys, pay attention. There's something important going on.
He scrambles.
No.
Tackle.
Okay. So, he's going to be another. His quarterback. He must have a scrambling quarterback or a dual threat.
Should be makeable.
Let's see if this guy knows how to kick field goals. I know or if he has a good field goal kicker. I know my first field goal I attempted. Oh, he didn't. He didn't try. What?
As both teams head to
I see.
What an interesting game so far. Time for a break.
Yeah.
they are gonna
FC. Oh, wide open world. Is that for like their career? For their like career player? Like what is the open world like? Explain that a little bit more.
solid kick. Deep.
He put some power into that one.
Returning the kick.
Yes, that's a juke.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Open world.
What a hit.
Yeah. For sure. I agree with that.
Audibles. Hands off to the runner.
This guy was my fullback before. I mean, not my fullback. He was my running back before until I got a new fullback. I mean, still got a new running back. What am I talking about? Yeah, Hughes was my starting running back, but I ended up getting another running back. Come on. Ended up getting another running back who is a little bit better than him.
First down and 10 yards to go.
First down.
He's watching for adjustments.
Right, I agree. Yes, for sure. I definitely 100% agree with that. And that's what you do. You need people who are passionate about these games, making the games. Like, and of course, it's not always the devs too. Like a lot of it is the people upstairs and sorry if you heard that in the background, that car. But a lot of it is the people upstairs too. It's not always the devs. I think the devs actually do want to, make the game that we're asking for. Like, it's hard for me to believe that with all the videos, with all the social media, that they don't see what the fans are asking for and they're just blatantly leaving it out on their end. I think like it comes from upstairs to someone else that's preventing that. Okay, I'm kind of interested to see how that looks in an EA game. I don't know, man. I'm 50-50 on those modes. The island, I don't know. For WWE, it just, I feel, so I don't want to say that the island and stuff like that is bad. I just think that those resources can go into something else that, needs to be fixed in the game. I don't know generally how people felt about the island. I just know when I played it in WWE, I just was like, okay. Like I didn't do anything for me. Those modes in general, I don't know, they're not appealing to me as much anymore. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, a game like FIFA, I think that is a game that could benefit from something like that. I don't know how it would work necessarily in Madden. Obviously, it's the
explosive run. He
ESG,
secures a first down.
that football game is coming out that's gonna be like that, which is gonna be a very unique experience. You know, being able to play that beta, I'll just say it's a very unique experience. It's not like any football game that you've played before. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that can be implemented. How EA implements something like that.
Guys, we want positive, not negative. Blocking needs improvement.
Next install. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be the next installment, but I can see it in the future for sure. Especially with, like I said, the ESG football game. But and they kind of dabbled with it in Madden with like not that superstar mode, but whatever that mode is called. I can't think of it right now. Where you like it's kind of like street a little bit. The street football mode. So they kind of have dabbled with it a little bit already. So open worlds, yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see about that aspect of it. Again, it's probably not something that I would be interested in, but I don't know. It's probably a market for it where people will like enjoy stuff like that. I just think that a mode like that would, with everything else that the game offers, I don't know how beneficial something like that could be into the game. I think people would definitely play the mode, but with, let's say like Madden, for example, you still have to you have to satisfy so many different crowds, I'll say, and I think that's something that it's something that I think because 2K does that. I think they have a lot of different modes for everybody, and at times I feel like no specific crowd for those game modes are happy. Even though I think if everyone viewed 2K overall as a game, I think that there's something for everybody in that game. But I don't know if any one, party is happy with the specific mode that they play. So he's just gonna keep pitching back on up the middle. Oh shoot, he has a good running back, so I'm not surprised. He's definitely about to throw this though, or run with the quarterback. That's all what this is setting up for. Yeah. Well, yeah, the open world stuff, it's alright, I guess. I just think it just has to be done correctly. If it's done right, I think that the open world stuff can be real cool. Gotta bring two kids in everywhere. Right. So I think what 2K should do for my career or the my player, personally, I think that they should separate my player and the my career, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they can do if they made my career in offline mode. Because that's one of the things that when you're talking about those games 14 through 16, even 17, that was also an offline mode, and I feel my career itself should be an offline mode. You should have to do stuff like, and that I think can be its own like open world thing maybe too, just offline, where you have to where you can go and buy cars, buy your house, make connections and stuff like that. I think that can be something that's real cool for specifically my career. Now, when you're talking about, and also with my career, and if it's offline, there would be no limitations to the player that you can create. So, let's say you wanted to make someone like a 7-foot Steph Curry. You can do that in your my career because it's offline. On the other side of it, I think that they can also add an online specific my player mode. So my player and my career, I think, should be two totally different things. And I think the reason why it can be beneficial is there's a lot of, how do I want to say, with them being combined right now, there's a lot of players who play offline My Career and try to bring that same game style to the online mode, and they really can create bad gameplay. But I feel like if you were to specifically keep those modes separate, My Career and My Player, it would create a better online environment. So like, let's say you had to do everything for your online My Career online, like get your badges, get your hotspots. You wouldn't see players, or I mean, you probably would, but not to the extent. I don't think you would see as many players, you know, playing poorly online. I just think it would just create a better online environment, because you know that everything is online. So if you shoot, like let's say for example, you have a player who struggles shooting from the right side of the court, that will reflect with the online, because that player is actually shooting from there and missing shots from there. I think it would be a lot more organic experience versus going into your My Career, playing games and putting it on easy mode and being able to create all your hotspots. Like, that's not realistic. It's not let me run this. What am I doing?
Football time. Snap it. He's throwing.
Oh. It's not not realistic. That's not the word I meant to say. But it's not
Ready for a second down.
What's the word? Like, it's something that I feel like it reflects the actual player playing the game. But, you know, I guess you can use realistic, but that's not the word I was specifically thinking about. Like, it would be more realistic for that to be like that. I forgot, my tight ends can't catch. But it would be more realistic if it was like that. If you had your My Player offline with the limitations of how it is now. I mean, if you had that online, I don't know if I said offline or not. But if you had that online, and you had players able to grab it, get their badges, get, like I said, all their hotspots and stuff, have all that online, I think that could be beneficial. Like, that's what I think that they should do with My Career, My Player and stuff. Because, if we're being honest, if you don't play My Career, you're skipping through half of those cutscenes anyway. So it's like, something like that is such a waste of time. Like, why are you adding that stuff into the game when you know people aren't playing it? Like, no one plays My Career unless you play My Career. You literally go in there, get your badges, and you go to play online. Why not just have all of that stuff already online, to where you get your badges, but you have to do it actually playing the game against real players.
He's going through his progressions. Throwing.
He's out of bounds.
It's second down, 10 to go.
I don't know, just a thought, an idea for sure.
He pulls in the catch.
Pitch.
Nice grab. Trucked him. The defender was in the right place. Stop.
Number 44, tackled by number 38.
All right, let's go. We got 3 yards to get. We'll see how he
It's third down and a handful to go. Looking to hold with 4 on the defensive
reacts to the drag. Hopefully this drag is open. We're gonna have some clear out routes here. Throw a slant out here too. Oh man, I didn't want to slant him. I meant to slant X. That's fine. That's fine.
We're at the end.
But yeah, overall though, I do think that this should be a pretty solid year for all the sports titles this year. Just a good year in gaming in general.
Here on third down.
I think this will be one of the best when it comes to this console generation, for sure. Let's go. Make sure I got the right guy this time. I do. Again, we're going to clear these guys out, see what he does. Ooh, he stayed on him. We'll just take up the first, get out of bounds.
Exciting run. He found his way through the defense for a first down. It's a first down.
But yeah, all these, even though I'm also understanding too when it comes to just gaming in general. It's a different time frame from when I was a kid in gaming. So a lot of stuff that I feel should be added into the game isn't as important as I'm thinking it is. Whoa!
He crashed the pocket like the offensive
Nope,
line
no
wasn't
time
even
there. He just got in there. Wow.
Second down now. They line up.
2 minutes left in this half. Crunch mode.
Oh, I haven't scored yet. Okay, let me start to lock in for a second here.
Second down.
Let's see what he's in. The guy's playing a lot of zone, so that's why I'm running the ball too. All right, we got numbers. And another thing too, I am also happy, especially with the football gaming genre, we have options this year. Obviously, these games aren't going to compete with the NCAAs and Maddens of the world, but for whatever reason, there's people who are trying to compare these two titles. Not sure why. Obviously, this Access Football, the ESG games aren't in the same realm to compete with them, with Madden and the college footballs of the world. But it's cool to see that there's other companies that are actually getting into the the football gaming scene, because we've been wanting the companies like 2K or
they look to go for one.
I guess you can also probably throw in there like Sony Sports and stuff like that, or just other bigger studios to make a football game. So it's cool that these little gaming studios like for Maximum Football Access and the other small studios that are the high school football game that I think there's someone who's working on. It's cool that there's smaller teams working on that stuff, because it is a market for it. It's a market for more than just Madden and college football. I just enjoy the sport. So whether it's this Access, Madden, I just enjoy football. So I play them all. Just wanted to show you guys what this is looking like in an online setting. Offline, I do think it plays a little bit better. I haven't played much offline though. Played a few game or two, just to get a feel for everything. But I think that this game has a lot of potential for sure, especially with it being a sandbox game. Not as sandbox as I thought that it would be, but I do think that it. Oh, what are we doing? It definitely can be more sandbox than what it is now. And you have to appreciate games like this too as well, because it's stuff that they can add into the games that aren't licensed by the NFL or college that you won't see in those games. Like the custom cleats, for example. I know something like that can go into a game like this.
First down.
Get ready.
And it's cool that too. What's going on? And it's cool too that these
Play clock is counting down.
companies, they want the feedback of the community. So community driven, very important. And I think that's something that even Madden and college football, they had to get back to, and EA had to get back to this year. Just remembering that it's community first. Ooh. I didn't think that he would have came out and ran the ball.
Tackle made by number 67 on the defense.
But after this game, I can go in and, I'll probably do a separate video of it too. I can go in and show you a little bit about how the online portion of the game works. Watch the out route, because a lot of people have ran out of this formation. Maybe we can switch out. go to a cover 2.
The play clock is counting down.
Oh man, we're not gonna be able to do it.
There's something important
I
going
don't know.
on.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't call anything. And if you guys have any questions about this game, you know,
Timeout call.
I will do my best to answer them.
It's second down and 10 yards to go.
Or any questions about anything in terms of like the sports game and stuff.
He hikes.
Give you my thoughts and opinions on it.
Nope, not quite a catch there.
I do appreciate everyone who stopped by, you know, for sure.
Third down.
Leave a like, drop a comment,
Third down.
help a brother out.
Audibles.
Ooh. Way to knock that out. Way to knock that out.
On the defense. Incomplete pass.
Let's see. If he doesn't get this, it's a good chance I feel like I can score. But we'll have to see. Where are we?
Okay.
down.
So the
Yeah,
offense
it's a good chance I can definitely score.
on the line to counter this offense. Making
That's
some
it, so.
changes. Takes the snap. Throwing. Good.
Oh, he got it. Dang. I should have went with the other guy.
And they succeeded. The defender was there to stop. They call a timeout.
Nice. I think that
86.
the Jets is gonna be a cool rebuild team as well. I think that's a solid team to pick for your franchise.
They line up
I was
for
just
second
talking to my buddy Ross about this. He's trying to pick what teams that he's gonna choose
down. Adjustment.
for his franchise. Yep, shout out to my boy Ross Gold.
Looking.
Pick. Let's go.
Turnover. They get the ball.
Going the other way. Pick.
Yeah. And I think the craziest part of all this too is they haven't even spoke on franchise yet. So we don't even know what, I mean, we have some idea, but we don't know what they're gonna really deep dive into when it comes into franchise and talk about that. So I'm excited to see the deep dive for that as well.
He throws. The defender
Ooh,
knocked it
well,
down. Ball hits the
we're
ground.
just gonna run this out. We don't want to give up any points. We're not gonna score. So
It's second
let's just
down.
get up out of here. I almost threw a pick there, a silly one too, at the goal line.
Second down.
Added muscle on the defensive
We're gonna
line for
flip this,
play. Takes the
give it
snap.
to our running
Looks
back.
like a handoff.
Good run. I'm cool with that. We're going to the half for the lead.
Here we go again. Witnessing the player effortlessly turning a tight spot into a clear.
Yeah, I think franchise mode is gonna be pretty dope this year.
Acceleration.
Indeed.
Just with the little bit that they've spoke on.
As both teams head to
But
the
yeah,
line.
I want to see what the whole deep dive looks like and stuff.
Time to kick off the second half. Here we go. Yes, sir. He's got a leg. Looks like he'll return it.
Sports, when you do your franchises, this is my okay, cool, nice. When you do your franchises, what's like your approach? Do you like to use the same team all year? Do you like to rebuild and do different teams?
Hikes the ball.
Oh, I'm starting to think that that's a glitch.
A huge play by the defense.
Nope, not good. Nor
I'll have to report that to, or I'll have to write that to somebody
Second down now.
on the
They
team,
line up.
because that's the second time I've seen someone pump fake and just stand there. So I think on their screen, I think that they think the ball's coming out, and it's not.
Making some changes. Hikes the ball. He's throwing that ball.
Uh-oh, was there for that one. I can't say on my roster here, we have really good cornerbacks. We have like 4 solid corners. I'm starting to see, this is over. I'm starting to see like what's important when you're developing your team in this, which is kind of cool. Okay, nice. 4 to 5 seasons. Do you have your team? No. You have your team for NCAA that you're going to use? Or your teams that you're thinking about? And I think 4 to 5 seasons, that's a solid number, too. I think you were able to develop your team all the way. You know, probably win a championship or two, depending on what team you're using and how you develop them. I think that's a solid amount of years. And for Madden, are you doing both the Jets and the Jets first, or are you gonna think you're gonna do another team too? I know sometimes that's you do the like the creative teams or the team builder team stuff. So, you know, kind of interested to see how that's going to be this year as well. I wasn't a huge fan of the way that they did like their creation stuff like that in comparison to years past. Like, I feel like the way Team Builder was done on the the PS3, I'm sorry, was a lot better than they did it this year. I don't know. I feel like, and the same thing with their, what is it called? The, like the download center for Madden this year. I don't know. It's really weird in comparison to the way that they did, years back. Like, it was kind of hard for me to find, draft classes and stuff. Like, I was looking for someone's draft class, and like it was like I put in what I was supposed to put in, and it didn't pop up, and I don't know, it was just kind of weird in comparison to the way it was. So I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to keep that the same, or if they're going to try to clean that up. Alright, this guy's probably going to go back to the ground game. Arizona State, nice. I think that's not a bad, actually thinking about it, that's actually not a bad team to use based on like where they're located. Like Arizona, you have a lot of area where you can recruit at, like Arizona, obviously Oregon, you have down the coast, California. So yeah, that's not a bad team. That's not a bad team to use.
He throws. Watch where you throw it. Incomplete pass.
I think that's important. Actually, I know that's important, you know, the location of your team and stuff. Because I didn't really play much Dynasty this year, but I started one like a month or so back with Florida. And recruiting with Florida versus a team that's in the Northeast is 2 completely different experiences. I can say that for a fact. Oh. So yeah, that's definitely a bug. It's a bug. And I know exactly what's happening too on his screen. So on his screen, because he's not just standing there because he doesn't have time. On his screen, the ball is thrown and it's thrown into the ground like an incompletion, but nothing happens. So it's happened to me a couple times on my screen. But if he was to to run around and stuff with his guy, he would be able to still pick up yards and stuff. But you don't know that because it's like the ball is actually thrown and you're off the screen. So weird glitch. Check a team creation. Okay, cool, nice creation. So do you create your own team, or how do you go about doing that? Or is there one that you find, or you make them up? Old team. like a high school team or
Throwing.
a team that's inspired, or is it just something that you just create in your head? All right. I think this guy's eventually gonna quit too. 2-0, not too bad. Yeah, I kind of figured. Created Gonzaga, cool, nice. I think I remember that. Actually. See it on your channel. Season 1 wrap up. Give me my coins, boy. All right. So I don't know if anyone's interested, but I still want to put this just in case if there's anyone's here that's specifically watching for maximum football. So the way that the rank mode goes is you for a team full of freshmen. Nice. I feel like that's always interesting to do something like that. Do you before I just want to hear his question. So when you have a team full of freshmen, do you end up redshirting anybody, or do you have your whole class or do you have your whole class graduate together? I think that would be pretty interesting. You have 80 to 100 players all leaving all at the same time. But I guess it also, yeah. How would that work? Actually, thinking about it, I would assume you have to redshirt some players, right? But when it comes to this game, pretty much what you're doing is it is a card collecting game, I guess, in a sense. So the way that I built my team is obviously like all the other card games. Let me go on to the store. Like any of the card games, you have the option to pull your packs, all of that good stuff. You have your option to trade players in to get a pack. So what I have done with my team is I have used, how do I want to put it? I've used my extra players and packs to build like the positions that I think are going to be beneficial to my team. So like the quarterback, I put a little bit on him. So we go into him. You see he's a 2 right here, or what? Not that guy. I put a little bit on that guy too. But here he's a 2. You would go in here, level him up with your other cards that you're not using, and you would upgrade him like that. So you just do that for your positions. My strategy right now, just from playing a little bit, build up the offensive lineman because I like to run the ball, and I usually have my 3 run blockers to the left, and also, and when you have your star players, I'll get to my defense after this, but I haven't really had a star wide receiver yet. But when you have like your star players, they definitely perform a lot better than you could tell the difference. That's one of the things that I was saying when I was talking about the positives on Twitter yesterday. I feel like that's something you can tell. You can definitely tell the difference between. Let's go through the tiers. Let's go in here and go through the tiers so you can see. Where are we at? The cards. No. What was that? The navigation. Still getting used to it. Still not used to this. But the chance, when we're talking about like rare versus epic versus legendary, you can really tell the difference of those players. It's crazy. Like I finally have my first legendary player in comparison to like the rare players that I had at that position, which was cornerback. It was like night and day for sure. I've also had a running back who was real good, as well at one point, you can tell the difference between um, the blue running back, the pink running back, silver. I'm still trying to get used to the names and stuff. Like, what are they? We're talking about common, rare, epic. Common, rare, epic. I'm probably still gonna forget it, but yeah. Yeah, so it's a fun game, and I do think that this game has a lot to build upon. Let's go to my defense. So a lot of um a lot of or not a lot of, but my strength is my defensive secondary. As you can see, I have a star player here. I have a bunch of epic players here. There is. I'll probably make a separate video talking about some of the stuff that I would like to see them improve upon and get more into detail about this. But just want to give you guys a little quick overview on this. So we're going to upgrade him. So from what I was reading, 10 levels to upgrade a player. I think that you get a second set of. You know what? I'm not even going to speak on it because I don't know. But I know you have 10 levels, and when you get that player to 10 levels, you unlock something else. So, but we're going to. It's only 200. So, as you see, the next one's only 400. So we're going to bring them up to a 69. So, from what I understand, or what I'm just like looking at real quick, I did notice that. Let's use these guys instead, because I'm not going to use these three quarterbacks ever again. So what I did notice is that it's easy to upgrade these common players in comparison to the epic and the rare players. So now we got him at a 69. Perfect. So he's on par with him, which is pretty good. Another player who I think I want to add into the lineup, who's a common player, is going to be a wide receiver. But also, with the coins and stuff I have, I'll try to see who I need to upgrade to fill out the rest of my team. So I'm thinking maybe this tight end. I don't know. Maybe I want to start developing one of them because they're two blocking tight ends. So let's see what some of his strengths are. Run blocking, obviously. Strength, not that good at catching. So let's see if we can start to develop one of these guys. Oops. Man, the buttons are like, I'm still getting used to them for sure. Let's go into our cards, collection. These are the players who these are all these players here all have to be added on to other players, because I'm not going to use these players, and they're not, and my roster is already filled. So not filled all the way, but when I mean filled, I mean like it's already filled in terms of like the players who are actually going to play on the team. Like, none of these players are going to play. Like, as you see, I just upgraded the guy who was a 69, who was a 68 to a 69. The 62 player is not going to play. Something I would like to see added in is injuries, fatigue, into this mode here. It's in there. I don't know about fatigue. I think it's in the game. I'm pretty sure it's in the game. Injuries is definitely in the game for offline, but I want to see it online as well. Because, in all honesty, I'm not going to do that. But in all honesty, when it comes to my actual roster, a lot of these players, like these backup players, I don't need them if no one ever gets injured. And I could end up, like for quarterback, like these two, who would it be? Epic. I think Pink was epic. These two epic level quarterbacks could like be flipped for somebody else. Like maybe I can get a better defensive tackle here, or a better safety here. Even as you see, this guy right here is a 72 and he's a 73. These pink players have a lot of skill, I'll say they have a lot of skill. As you see, he has good catch, good speed. Same thing, good catch, good speed. Both ball hawks. So you just gotta look and see in comparison to him, even though he's a higher overall. And the reason why I still have him in the game is because of the speed, and he is the higher overall, and he's a little bit easier to develop than these other guys. So like, let's say for example, I wanted to upgrade him. As you see the first common guy I upgraded, it only took 200 to get him to his second level. For him, it takes 500. So, you know, even if I did do that, and you see what is being added on. But he also is a fast player, so that's something that I would consider doing. I probably will end up doing, but we will not do that now. Where's Cooper? But that's because that's our other safety. That's why I'm wondering. Like, I feel like the other two safeties I look at weren't as fast, but fast defensive secondary. So let's look at who's all in here. 83. Speed is what I care about the most in this game. I have learned for sure that speed is very important, especially at cornerbacks when you're playing up against a top tier receiver. Man, it's crazy, real crazy. So, who can I? Let's see if we can still continue to add on maybe to our running backs. I don't know. Who do we want to add on to? Let's see what it would take to upgrade, or what upgrades we can get for our 400 in a common. So, back tackle, truck will go up one. I think that's worth it. We're not going to use that running back anyway. 2 running backs, knock them out. Or wait, yeah, a little bit of upgrade on him. Cool. Just a little bit. So that's not bad. What about our quarterback? I think there's multiple quarterbacks in here. I don't know if he's gonna necessarily get a 1,000. Jeez. Let's see. We have enough for it. Is it worth it? Like, I don't think it's worth it just yet. We'll wait for the quarterback position. Yes, we'll wait for that. Let's go to our offensive line here. Him. Let's see if it's going to be worth upgrading him. 400. That's not too bad. Also, yeah, someone like him, I think it would be worth it. Let's see if we can find. And it doesn't matter who it is. I usually just like to do the positions that I know are secure. Kicker, I don't know if he's a better kicker. Like, these cornerbacks aren't gonna come back into the game. Running back, so yeah, that's solid. I'm okay with that. A little bit better, cool. So, tight end. This is another one that we want to develop as well. I wish he was a receiving tight end though, but it's cool though. And I'll probably play one more game of this before I hop off. But I just wanted to do a little bit of upgrading before. So we'll go here. Yeah, these receivers are gonna come into the game. There is one receiver who I think that I may upgrade though. What about quarterback? Yeah, let's see. Would he get 2? We're not gonna do this, but oh no. Let's take all these off. 4. Who's the 4th card? Oh no, we needed that 4th card. That's why. All right, perfect. All right, he's a little bit better. Cool. Let's see. Agility, acceleration, but that speed is crazy. And I know I have a high speed receiver in here who would be pretty easy to upgrade as well. I just want to look at some of these other players to see who he would replace in the lineup. Where is he? Sean Perry. He's a fast receiver, deep threat. Let's see what's going on with these guys. And compared to him, you know what? These guys are probably gonna eventually get sold anyway. Let's see how he would compare to these other guys. Man, Keith. So this guy's probably like a return man, I'm guessing, because his couch. But these guys aren't really, you know. You have to ask, is it worth it? Is it worth to have someone who can't catch as well, can't jump as well? A little bit better route running? Is the speed worth it? But we know that he's going to be an easy player to upgrade too, though. So we'll be able to probably do, you know, he's already at level 2. So he's at 89 speed. Hold on, let's see what else we have here. Let's do the 2 tight ends. I don't know if we have any other. What was he? Oh, because of his rating. Okay. Let's see. Maybe the 73. Alright, so we might stop there. We might do him. Probably take one of these guys off, right? Yep. Perfect. So we were able to get him up. Just out of curiosity, though. Okay, that one's not going to do anything. That's fine. Alright, so we'll just go with the 2. I think that that's enough. That's enough for him. Got him up 2 overalls. Pretty simple. I think that should be able to put him into our 3rd receiver slot. We just have to replace him. Put you into the 3rd receiver slot, Sam Perry. Be our slot guy. Also put you back here too. I need to find me a. What do you? You can start at both the kicker and punter. Okay. The next thing is gonna be. Oh yeah, put him back here. Right. Where is he? Go to wide receiver. Put him back here. He can replace West. Yeah. He's not replacing him though. 92 speed. That's pretty fast. So, alright. Let's get into it. But yeah, overall I think I'm enjoying the game. It's pretty fun. Show you guys. Even though the ranking system is completely crazy right now, I guess there's a way to glitch it. Not sure how. As you see, there's people like who have a ton of wins, and there's no possible way that they could have gotten all these wins this fast. It was like some of these wins were like this, like day 1, like up to the first day and stuff. So, oh, we didn't get to go in there and just see how everything is looking. North Carolina reloaded. This guy is gonna probably be pretty good. Even though like he's 5-6, 2-game win streak, he might have started to get a feel for how the game plays. So we're not gonna underestimate that. Oh, and we're the home team. Okay, cool. What do we want to use? We're probably gonna. I know. Don't we have an orange, white? We'll go. What's our default? Nah. We'll go with that orange and white. This one. Alright. Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna like pick my team name and like finish all this stuff up. I just have not done it yet. Okay, let's go back here. 4 freshmen, 6 freshmen, yes. I'll have them graduate. Nice.
Any day is a good day for football. Hi folks, I'm Garrett Fertig. Welcome to.
How do you get all of them to be 65 overalls when you like? Is Team Builder like how it used to be in the past, where you get to like actually go in there and like, how do I want to say, like you get to do like pick your team yourself? I know I didn't do Team Builder this year, but I know back in the day, like for college football, I think it was 11 when they, or no, it was 10 and 11 is when I really used Team Builder.
can't
80
wait to see
overall.
his work on
A
the
good
field.
center. So it makes you think he's going to probably
Also introducing
run the
another
ball a
high-class
lot.
athlete.
Oh, he is a great leader and motivates his teammates to perform under
Run the
pressure.
ball up the middle and just run the ball. So okay. So he has some help in there, we'll say, in the middle.
Definitely gonna have their hands full dealing with this noise level. Look at this crowd.
And that is in the middle is where we're weak at on the defense. We have 260s down there, so
There's the home squad.
we'll see.
Greeted by the roaring crowd. This is what football is all about.
Oh, it's a sight to see. Their preparation for the game is
The
palpable.
cleats, I want to
They're
fix
ready
those
to
too.
defend their house.
That's what I forgot to do. Have to go in and
Here's the coin toss.
clean a little bit of things up with my team.
I guess we're moving to the kickoff now. Here we go.
All right. I learned the hard way that you have to pay attention to see if people are gonna onside kicking or not. I played one game where this guy like got onside kicked every time he's kicking the ball off.
Wow, good kick. He'll take it.
All right, I'm probably gonna have to take this out.
Jukes the defender.
Or was it good? We took it out. Not bad, not bad, not a bad return. So, like every game, we're going to try to establish the run. We have two really good running backs, one at the fullback, one also at the halfback, obviously. So, he's playing on safety. Let's see. He's playing zone, which is fine. Good amount of time to motion our second receiver over. Hopefully he doesn't start to... Oh, can't move him anymore? Oh, man. That's fine.
Here's the
We
snap.
still go with the pitch out, though.
A thunderous
Oh, he might have himself a. That was a good. Whoever made that play, that's a good player there, because our player was not able to get by him.
We're now at second down.
Let's come out. Another run play. Mainly run the ball until they stop me.
Looks like a handoff.
That's fine.
Quickly stopped.
Needed a little bit better block there. Probably could have motioned somebody over to help too.
Stopped short by number 21.
Okay. Let me go back to this. Let's go with
They've got to convert here.
pass
Third
here.
down.
Let's see what we're looking at. Don't really want to attack their star player there. So let's see if we can get a little
The play
flood
clock is
going
counting
on.
down.
Hey guys, pay attention. There's something
Okay, he
important going
left it
on.
open. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. That glitch that I was talking about that last game
He was looking for a way out of
happened
that
to
one.
me.
All he found was defense.
Sack.
I tried to
And
run
he
away
goes down.
from it though.
Uh-oh. Coach Lecture coming.
We can pump this away. This is not the drive we want to start with, but that's the glitch I was talking about where the ball is thrown
It's a
and
punt
that
on
happens.
fourth
That's
down.
exactly what it
Let's
looks
see how
like.
this plays out.
The quarter is almost over.
They send it
Or
downfield.
a bug glitch. I just see this. I don't know. Hopefully this isn't one of the games that glitch. I'm wondering if it's the custom stuff. I don't think so, but it has been a couple games where people have these custom logos and it's glitched on me. Okay, let's see. He's gonna run the ball. This guy's, as you see,
Gets the snap.
just by what he's like dressed him, you can see he's a star player. He has tattoos and all that. So the running back's a really good player.
Number 11, tackled by number 53.
Whoever that player is too, 18 maybe. That's another one of his good players on his roster. We're gonna go cover 2 here. I just want to make sure we're gonna go flats. I think he's gonna try to get it out quick.
Second down.
Eyes sharp. The quarterback is scanning the
What is
defensive
this?
set.
Another run.
Handoff.
Ouch.
Yep.
He
Come
ran
on.
out of
Gained
field
on the run by
quickly.
number 11.
Yeah.
Number 7 with the tackle.
Even though you do see a lot of this crazy stuff like this rep here just running,
Third down.
I'm still optimistic about the game because it's still early. Like it's a game that's gonna be um a one that they build upon. So I think it's gonna be cool to see if this becomes.
And he throws.
Oh, he caught that. Yeah, his running back was gonna be his featured player. Obviously, his featured player. Pretty obvious too, his featured player. See, like I said, even though he had a negative record, I can tell that those losses probably came just from, playing the game in the beginning. And he's on a 2-game win streak, so.
The play clock is winding down.
We got football time. Snap it.
Well, I think
We're not
someone
gonna
called a timeout.
Yeah, but did
take
you see
him
anyone
lightly.
signal a timeout?
Well, apparently someone did. Oh, yep, coach did.
That's right, Garrett. He was blocked by the line crew.
Mystery solved.
As good as time
I
as
think
any
he's
to make
probably
sure
going to be
everyone's on the
someone who
same
tries
page.
to. I had a feeling just by I had a feeling he's going to be someone who's going to try to establish the run, though.
First down.
They have
Even
four
before I
on the
knew.
defensive line.
Okay, they didn't know he's coming out in 5 wide, though.
Hikes the ball. He hands it
Oh,
off.
to the running back. Man, yo.
Defender was there to
All right now, ghost player.
Number 11, tackled by number 42.
Let's see what he's coming out in. This is going to be a run. Usually when I see this formation, I think that it's going to be a pitch. Pitch out of like the goal line set.
Second down.
We try to get everybody out there. Or that pass. There's one right up the middle. Out of that, a lot of people like to either go pitch out or there's an out that receiver does that gets pretty open on that as well. So when I see that 3 tight end set, I know I should probably go cover 2 flats. So
third down.
we'll see what he does. I don't know if his quarterback's fast or not, so he might try to look for him as well. So we're looking.
End of the half. We got 2 minutes.
Actually, we gotta actually get a stop here because he gets the ball back. He gets the ball back at halftime. Looking 3 things. We're either looking for that out by that wide receiver on the right, the angle route by the running back, or quarterback run. Are my 3 things. I mean, I guess he can also run the ball here technically too. Just to be honest. Yep, pitch out. Here we go.
Come on,
Tried it.
guys. Let's see some hustle.
Number 92 with the tackle.
So he may not be super comfortable with throwing the ball, or that's not where his strength is. If he was, he's gonna punt. Wow. If he was smart, he would just like let the whole. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let this
It's a punt on fourth down.
wind all the way
Let's see
down.
how this
Well, he's probably
plays
gonna punt it right away. Yeah, he could have just let that clock go down. Those extra seconds. Okay, let's go.
Juice.
Tackle
Brought
made
down
by
decisively.
22 on the defense.
Looking for holes. Hands off to the runner.
Jeez, we are not getting. All right, there we go.
That guy had no chance.
13
And the drive
yards
continues.
on the run.
He wasn't close enough. I should have probably tried to hit him with a stiff arm or something. Kept it going.
By number 48.
We got time. I don't want to. We got time. We're gonna try to get the ball down the field too.
First down.
A lot of time. If we can get any points out of this, whether field goal or anything, I'll be happy.
Looks like a handoff.
Here we go. Ooh. That's it. Yeah. Either that or he just. I don't know. I tried to run him over, but he obviously lined me up. But that player is a balanced back though. He's not a power back, so that could be another reason too. Okay, here this would be a perfect situation for. Let's see. Go. Okay, that's fine.
Handoff on the play.
Uh-oh. Cut it back. Go.
Touchdown. The offensive line helped on that one.
So, if he didn't go over with his safety there, I was gonna obviously throw to that wide open guy, but when I seen him go over, I knew that there would be a running lane there, because he's in man defense. So, hat on a hat, we just gotta get to the second level and go.
He kicks.
And
it's good. After that score, we are ready to kick off.
Right. Big facts. Here we go.
And we're off. He's going to return it.
7. He's probably one of his cornerbacks too, actually. Possibly.
on the defense.
Alright. Oh, let me go. Oh, what am I doing? 3 wide. I think even with this, let's go. I don't see what I like in here. We'll just go man cover 1. I always like to keep a spy with these guys now. Whoever I'm playing, I just always think that you could possibly, or no, this guy's gonna really try to run the ball.
Behind the line. That's a loss.
Heavy, run the ball heavy too.
The offense calls a timeout.
That's fine though. That's fine.
That's 1 tackle for him today.
He's gonna go. I think he's gonna go 5 wide receiver. Try to get the ball downfield. I just had to. I feel that. Nope. He's. What is it? We're gonna go nickel here. Nope. We're gonna go dime here. I'm sorry. We're gonna go dime. 3 man. Bring one of those safeties down to play.
Second down.
He scans the defense.
What is this?
On the line to counter
Can't even
this
get to my
offense.
guy.
And he throws. Caught
Good
it.
tackle.
That's a
That's fine.
textbook
That's
tackle
fine.
there.
Keep everything in front. It's as long and see that was 18 that he threw to there. I knew that was another one of his good players there. 5 wide. I knew it was coming eventually. 12. We're not going to. Maybe we can back up coverage a little bit. Stay over 7.
He burst through that
Pick.
line like it
Oh,
was made of
what?
tissue paper.
Sacked.
That's not good. Not good
Do you
at all.
see this? What the heck?
Shoot. He stays on
Yo,
his feet.
that's crazy.
Touchdown.
What the heck?
Wow, great throw by the QB.
Can't make this up. This is like, and it's just been today where I've seen all these tip passes. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way.
Looking to hold 4 on the defensive line.
Like, nobody can tackle this guy. Come
And the
on.
extra point.
That brings us to the end of the half. The score
That's
is
the half as both teams head
Yeah,
to
that
a
is.
There's that buffet.
That one hurt, man. That one hurt. And he gets ball back, man. Like, that one hurt.
Time to kick off the second half. Here we go. Yep, he's got a leg.
Is this the
Yeah,
field
that
goal
one
kicker
hurt.
also?
All right, come on.
And drop.
All right, we gotta tighten up. Let's go back dime. Same thing. Let's go combo coverage. Let's see what this looks like. Some of these, you have to sometimes look too to see who's covering what, because they'll just leave players wide open and stuff, man. This is a run to the right.
He hands it off.
I couldn't get. I couldn't get my line over there in time.
stopped short by number.
It's still 3 though. It's not a bad cover. That's not bad. That's not a bad coverage. My defensive coverage. Same thing. I think it's gonna be something similar.
Second down now. They line up.
Second down.
Pitch. There's this me pitch left too. But I think he might go strong side. Nope. It's got pitch left.
Throws downfield.
Yeah.
Guys, we want positive, not negative.
Even though I can tell, but even though he's played a few games, he's still getting used to the controls. Because I had enough time to make that adjustment. So we're gonna go dime. Oh man, I didn't have enough time. Hopefully they picked something good. The reason why I would go a lot of nickel and dime is because that's when the strength of my team is, too. You're wondering. Oh, they left this guy. I wouldn't have called this coverage.
Yes, that's a juke.
What in the heck? These big, like, I guess that's one of the downsides of having those smaller players on the field. I cannot tackle these can't tackle these big players. Okay. Cool. I was saying, asking about what the freshmen what was I saying? Do you? Oh, let me finish this play up real quick. Oh, he fumbled, and he picked his own fumble up. When you're with the freshmen, and they're all 65, do you create that roster, or is it like how it was in the past with Team Builder? Because I know before you used to be able to like actually edit your roster on the Team Builder site, or is it different? Like where you have to do it in game, or like how does that work with Team Builder online? Maybe I might like try it this year just to look and see how it is and stuff. But you know, just curious to see how it is.
Second down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he definitely wanted more on that one. Look at that frustration.
Another thing that's weird in this game, if you try to pursue with if you try to like click off to pursue with somebody else, whoever you're pursuing with just like stands there. So weird, man. But again, I think a lot of that stuff would be cleaned up though. Okay, cool.
Third down.
Third down.
Hand off on the play.
What?
He maneuvers through the defense.
Gosh, I had a feeling something told me that he didn't get tackled either, even though he just went down. Yeah. It's just what it is when it comes to this game. I'm playing it online right now. You see weird stuff like that. So yeah, he's going to continue to just try to run. But I don't necessarily want to commit to hit shot. Even though this play, I'm pretty sure he's going to go right. He's ran this play a few times. Oh, he did not.
That's a catch.
Nicely done.
Jeez. All this one play, he got a lot of momentum from that play, man. Yeah, I didn't expect him to go to pass. Down here, he's definitely going to run the ball, though, for sure.
And a goal.
They want that pay dirt.
First down.
Snapping the ball. Looks like a handoff.
Okay, come on.
The offense is back with a
3 more.
goal.
You have to
And one of these are going to be a pitch out. This up the middle again. Okay, come on.
Let's see some hustle.
It's now or never with 3rd and goal.
They're too close to not score here.
And manageable. Handoff.
Nope.
Tackle quickly. A high-stakes play with 4th and a goal.
One more.
Bold move going for it on 4th down.
Oh, he got in there. It's all good. I don't think I brought everybody inside like how I wanted to. Jeez. Okay. We're good though. I think I have confidence in the offense.
He kicks. The extra point is good.
Got some time. We do pretty much know a strategy too. We know there's going to be a lot of just a lot of runs.
Here we go.
So we just have to figure out how to slow it down, slow his run down.
He's got a leg. That's headed to the end zone.
What a booming kick.
Returning the kick. Juke. That's a textbook.
Probably should try to get outside a little bit more. Okay. He is smart by playing two over the top, though. I can't say that. He's played very little. He played very little underneath. I mean, one high coverage.
He decides to get out of there.
Okay.
They wrap him up.
This game is winding down. 2 minutes left.
Okay, there should have definitely been a 2-minute warning here, but it wasn't because I hurried up. It's a little weird, but it's alright though.
What were you thinking?
Actually, I think this is on me too. I think it's in, this is I think was another glitch in the game where it's encroachment, but it's on the offense though, not on the defense. So it'll be what, 2nd and 8? Yeah. That's fine. Again, still a lot of time. Still a lot of time. We're gonna run counter. Run a counter.
He finds a gap in the line and sprints for a first down.
Okay. 5 wide. We got time. We're good. We're good. Got our guy deep. We got our speedy guy. Let's bring him across the field on an in. Perry here. Got him.
He's being forced to make a quick decision.
Good catch.
Throwing. What a throw. The receiver catches it cleanly, securing a first down.
Let's go back to gun solo. We're going to try a sweep or something to the outside.
It's a first down.
Let's see what he's in. We're not we're good. Yeah, this is here. I'm going to bring him over as an extra blocker.
Handoff.
Good run, good run. Here we go. Move.
He breaks free. You can't derail that train. Dodging tackles. He sprints for the easy first down. The offensive line today's been nothing
Let's
short
see.
of a
Cover 2.
masterfully creating
This may be a little risky, but I think we're going to try a screen here.
key factor in today's game.
We'll see, though. We'll see what he's in. If it's man, we're not going to try it, though. No, it's zone. Hopefully they just get out to block him, though. And we have a good block on tight end, so they should.
They better keep an eye on the
Let me
play
put him out there.
Wake up, guys. We're playing a football game here.
And he
Good move.
throws.
Here we go.
Yep, defender got lost there.
Let's go.
Derail that train. Touchdown. Wow. He threaded the needle on that play. Good throw.
And I think we go with we put a little bit of pressure on him. And we go for the win. I think we're going to do that.
Looking for a 2-point conversion.
Nope.
Timeout called by the defense.
Yeah. He definitely lined up for... He might blitz too, though. I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea either. Move him in motion. We're going to try to get as much room to this other side as possible.
He gets the snap.
Here we go, man. Let's go.
To go for 2 and got it. Good play. After that score, we are ready to kick off.
I do know, if nothing else, in this, you definitely have to play spy yourself, for sure.
Isn't his nickname Thunderfoot?
That's a return.
All right.
Number 7, tackled by number 53.
Let's go. What does he have? 2 timeouts. Keep him out of field goal range. Man. He's running this formation so much that I forgot what he runs out of it. It's so crazy. But we know it's something running back, though. We do know that. I think it's just that either that dive or that running back out. That out route with the running back. I guess I can go to 18 too. No, play fake. Wow. Pick. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised he even ran that play. He's not ran that play all game.
We're ready for a second down.
He's gonna go to number 18 or that running back. Just gotta be ready for it. Spread the defensive line.
He's going through his progressions.
Nope.
Throwing.
Oh, come on! Another one. He dropped that one. Drop that pick. I don't know, man. Third down has been weird for me since I've been playing this. I've been giving up a lot of third downs.
Third down, feeling the pressure.
Third down.
This might be the run here. Oh my gosh, we're up. This is all weird.
Snapping the ball.
Nope. He goes to
He
that out route.
throws. Great catch.
See, man, something with third downs, man, is just so weird. Partly because I think I was listening too.
And he goes out of bounds. Complete
14 seconds. As long as we just can't give up anything big.
For the first. Move those chains.
We'll stay in our dollar. Got this is where some of our best players are playing on a dollar. So we got to keep our best players on the field. Go outside. And if that running back, that's who I'm focusing on with my nickel back. Outside of the receiver. Oh, he went to him. Pick. Oh my gosh. 9 seconds.
Second down.
4 receivers, 1 running back. This can also be a run here too. I don't know, man. With that running back, I just think that he's just dead set on getting him the ball.
That's time. Hunting for an opening. And off on the play.
Looks deep. Let's go.
What?
Surprised he threw in a double coverage.
Going the other way. Pick.
Good game though, man. What the heck? That was definitely a good close one here. Let's just, they don't have any, oh they do. Victory. Let's kneel it out, boys. Good game, man.
The coach is really showing some class here. They'll take a knee here.
That was a close one, man. I couldn't risk kicking the field goal and going into overtime just because of that first touchdown he had. So, but everyone, thanks for stopping by, checking me out for sure. I don't want to say the next time I'm going to be on because I have been a little bit inconsistent when it comes to getting on and streaming and stuff. Even though I really do enjoy streaming, talking to you guys, hearing your guys' thoughts on this game and other sports games and just stuff in general. So that's my time. We'll talk to y'all soon. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. With Madden, NCAA, that stuff coming up, I will definitely be streaming that stuff at some point. I don't know, maybe I might also do a Dynasty too. Maybe I'll put some Dynasty stuff up for NCAA before the new one comes out. But thanks for watching again. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. KC Classic 7, signing out.